Welcome to A1 Healthcare Channel. 20 mind-blowing cell facts you should know. Cells. How important exactly are they? Alright, let's put that in the simplest fashion possible. No cells, no real life. Is that answering your question as to how important are the cells? Now that you have a fair idea of what cells mean to any living organism on this planet Earth, we can move forward and penetrate some really interesting cell facts you should be aware of. Whether it's a quiz competition or your school project, these facts will definitely be handy to you. So, instead of wasting time any further, let us get started. Number 1. Everything that has life, from humans to plants to animals to birds to microorganisms, everything is made of cells. Some living organisms can be single-celled while some are multicellular. For example, bacteria are single-celled organisms while trees, birds, animals, humans, they are all multicellular organisms. Number 2. According to speculations of scientists, the first cell originated on Earth some 3.8 billion years ago. Number 3. Not here as something interesting. There are some non-living objects on Earth that are also made of cells, but those cells were once living. For instance, wood, dead cells of plants, dust in our house, a portion of that contains dead cells, wool, hair, leather, they were also living cells at one point. Things like steel, iron, ceramics, aluminum, etc., are not made of cells. Number 4. There are two primary types of cells, the eukaryotic cells and the prokaryotic cells. Difference between the two? Well, here is the difference. Eukaryotic cells have a membrane enclosing a true nucleus. Prokaryotic cells, on the other hand, do not have a definite nucleus. Number 5. The first ever cell that originated on Earth was a prokaryotic cell. Eukaryotic cells later evolved from the prokaryotic cells. Number 6. Cells are really tiny. So tiny that we cannot see them using our naked eyes. We usually need microscope to see those cells. However, exceptions are always there. Nerve cells or neurons that can stretch right up to our toes starting from our hips. Number 7. Here is something really interesting that you should know. The size of a cell is usually determined by its diameter and not by the length. The usual size of a typical cell in human body can range anywhere between 10 micrometers and 100 micrometers. Number 8. The largest cell in human body is approximately 120 micrometers. It is the female mature egg, and the smallest cell in human body is the spermatozoon's head with the size of 5 micrometers. Number 9. Though humans are made of eukaryotic cells, there are 200 different types of cells in human body. Yes, eukaryotic cells have variants. Number 10. Wondering what are the different types of cells that are present in our body? We can come up with a few names like the nerve cells, bone cells, skin cells, egg cells, etc. Come on, we cannot list all 200 here. Number 11. Bacteria are basically cells. But did you know that we carry around 3 to 5 pounds of bacteria on our body? That much bacteria means the number of bacteria we carry on our body actually vastly outnumber the number of cells we have in our body. Still, these bacteria only make up 3% of our entire body mass. That's because bacteria are way smaller than our cells. Number 12. Talking about the bacteria outnumbering the number of cells in our body, the question is, how many cells do we have in our body? Don't be surprised. It is 37.2 trillion. Number 13. Cells are the smallest life units on this planet. They are self-sustaining and they are very much capable of replicating on their own through a process known as cell division. Number 14. Do you have any idea of how much time human cells take to complete a cycle of birth, and then division to form new cells? 24 hours to be exact. Yes, a cell will take 24 hours to form and then divide to form new cells. Number 15. The red blood cells present in human body can live up to 120 days approximately. But different types of cells in human body have different lifespan. For example, neurons have the same lifespan as that of the individuals, while skin cells, for instance, can live only for a few weeks. Number 16. Approximately 50 billion to 70 billion cells in human body die every single day. Don't worry. Remember cell division. You are smart. The commonest cells that die on such large scale are blood cells, skin cells, a few other types of cells which line up glands and organs. Number 17. Heard the word tissue? Well, tissues are formed by a number of cells. Again, a number of tissues form an organ. A number of organs actually form a system. Number 18. We humans, when we take birth, we actually start off as a single cell. Later, when we are born and when we grow up, we have 37.2 trillion cells. Now that's incredible. Guess what? That number doesn't include the bacteria and microbes that reside inside our body. Number 19. There are 23 pairs of chromosomes inside a single cell. That means, there are 46 chromosomes inside a single cell in human body. Imagine how tiny these chromosomes need to be. These chromosomes are actually inside the nucleus of the cell. Number 20. Apart from chromosomes, a single human cell actually contains a lot more things than we think. There's endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, mitochondria, lysosomes, microtubules, microfilaments, and peroxisomes. That's quite a lot for a tiny cell. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button to receive more like it in the future.